All right, let's go on over to Matthew 11. Matthew 11. Matthew chapter 11. And after we go here, we're going to start dealing with more of the humility of it. Because I'm telling you, if you ain't got humility, God can't. You know, I love that saying when he say he resists the proud and he uplift the humble. He exalt the humble. Because that's a rule. That tell me, well, just go humble myself. I can get exalted. You know, that's what that fasting is about. See, when you fasting and you ain't eating, that's humbling. You know what I'm saying? When you fighting your flesh, your mind fighting your flesh, I don't eat. Yeah, I'm hungry. I don't eat. See, that's humbling. You humbling yourself. What comes out of there generally? The Lord going to exalt you. A lot of times you fresh come off a fast, your mind just be so, because you didn't accomplish something that you know, actually you didn't gain some brownie points. You done got you a little, you done got in good, went and rubbed the master's feet or something. You done got in good with the master. Just a little bit. That's all right to get a couple brownie points. You want to get some more brownie points, go out there and start giving stuff to the poor. That'll get say you lend to the poor, you lend to the Lord. See, that's the beautiful thing about God. He show you how to please him. And you can do it. And sometimes it sounds like, oh, that sounds hypocritical. This brother want to go out there and get to the poor. No, this is what God said do. You know what I'm saying? Be proud, for lack of a better word. Be proud you're going out to get to the poor. You're doing what God, you on God's team doing stuff like that. For lack of a better word, we use the word proud. But be happy for that. Be glad in yourself that you're working for the Lord. Because it ain't me.
Be grateful you got to give.
Yep, that's right, brother. Exactly, brother. Be grateful you got something to give. Matthew 11 and verse 25.
At that time Jesus answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemeth good in thy sight. All things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he too whomsoever the Son will reveal him. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
Go ahead.
Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your soul.
And that's what we doing now. He say, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and shall find rest unto your souls. Go ahead.
For my yoke is easy and my burden is light.
Once you can put this mind on, that's exactly what it is. Your yoke can be easy and your burden can be light. All right, let's go on over to Isaiah 57. Isaiah 57. That Matthew 11, it also went with what we read in Corinthians. Because he said some things in there like, thank the Father, O Lord, heaven and earth. Because he's saying like, because that thou hast hid these things from the wise and the prudent and has revealed them unto babes. Because when you get into that chapter in Corinthians, it just tells you that the wisdom of God is foolishness to man. You know what I mean? Like, man, see, this ain't, it's a reason why man ain't, or the whole world ain't doing what the Bible say. Because what God telling you to do is just beyond man's understanding. Why do I, God, what's wrong with me eating some pork? Like, look here, man. I really don't care what bacon is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care pork. I don't, I'm just saying, God say don't eat no swine. Like, look, I don't hate the shrimp. Honestly, I don't look at it. I seen the shrimp at the fish store the other day. I was showing my kids what the shrimp look like. I don't hate the shrimp. He do his job. God just say don't eat them. That's just like, I don't hate this brother, but God say don't eat them. Really. But really though, like that works as well too. You understand? So it's just about being obedient to God, man. He made these rules. You know what I mean? And all we gotta do is just walk the line and we good. Straight up. We can actually get a reward here and there. That's the beauty of it, that you can actually enjoy some of this life as well. See, when you serving God, like he just said, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. But see, you got to develop that mind first so you can comprehend. So you can understand how you make your burden light and your yoke easy. But at any rate, I'm sorry, brother. I got to talking. Isaiah 57 and 15. Isaiah chapter 57 and 15. And read that one verse for me, brother.
For thus said the high and lofty one that inhabited eternity.
So the high and lofty one that inhabits eternity, that's God. That's the Father of the Son. We're going to find out in a minute. But ain't nothing higher than high and lofty and inhabited eternity. Go ahead.
Whose name is holy.
Uh-huh.
I dwell in a high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit.
So he's saying, God is saying, I live with somebody else, and he got a humble and contrite spirit. Go ahead.
To revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite.
Right, so when you're talking about putting on the mind of Christ, you have got to be humble.
Yes, sir.
Like, if you can't be humble, you lose. And that's something I check with some of these brothers. I be listening to these doctrines, right? And everybody want to come preach a new doctrine. You know, the first thing I listen for straight up is he proud or arrogant. Sometimes I can hear that. You know, I can hear it in your talk sometimes. See, it's a difference in authority and arrogance. You know, I don't have a problem with you being of authority. That don't make you arrogant. But I can hear it in your conversation sometimes. And let's say I can't hear it in your conversation. Let's say I get to know you then. And I see you arrogant. Look here, man. I know the Lord hates arrogancy. I know he hates pride. He is not going to give you a new doctrine if you are a proud person. So that's why I ain't got to study your doctrine. Straight up. If you are proud and puffed up, I don't got to study what you bring to me. I don't even want, because I don't want what you got to turn me into you anyway. Because what you is ain't no good to God. Not like that. Where we at? Isaiah 50. Oh, we read that. Let's go to Proverbs 22. Proverbs 22. You know I love Proverbs for those that know me. That is my favorite book. I'm not going to lie. That's my favorite book. Proverbs. And then I think my next favorite one might be Ecclesiastes, but James up there with him too. Because James, to me, is like that New Testament Proverbs. But Proverbs 22, we're going to read one verse out right here. Verse 4.
By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life.
See that? By humility is riches, honor, and life. So we not going to use the saying, the nice guy finished last. You know what I'm saying? Because according to this, the humble guy finished first. When it's all said and done, if you can learn to humble yourself, you can catch you some riches, some honor. But more importantly than all that, you can get a life. And that's what we need. We got to get that, man. We got to get that eternal life. Let's go over to Matthew 18. Matthew 18, and we're going to read verse 3 through 5. Matthew chapter 18, verse 3 through 5. See, putting on the mind of Christ means you got to know the mind of Christ. You know, you can't just put on the mind of Christ if you don't know how Christ thinks. And that's what we're trying to get you to see here. I'm trying to bring some small points. See, this is going to be a lifetime journey. You got to go read your book on your own. You got to go discover some stuff by yourself. Like I say, and I always say, I'm the tour guide. I can walk you through a tour, but I'm not going to take you into all the cracks and crevices unless you want to come to the crib and study with me. You know what I'm saying? You want to come over here and spend some time with me, then hey, I guess I ain't got no choice. I got to show you some more of this book. You know? But I'm saying you got to go in there and get these scriptures on your own. I don't have a doctrine. I really don't. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this ain't, I don't come up with this stuff. I really don't. Matthew 18 and verse 3. 3 through 5. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven.
So he say, look, you have got to be converted. You have got to change your mind. Because this is the only thing we're talking about converting. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about your mindset. Because the rest of your body going to look the same. So he said, verily I say to you, except you be converted. And again, as we quote quite often, Psalm 19, the law of the Lord converts the soul. So unless you can get this law of the Lord in your mind and become as children, you cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. That is a powerful statement to me. Keep reading.
And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name, receiveth me.
That's good. Okay. Then he told him, he said, whoso therefore shall who shall humble himself as a child, he is great in the kingdom of heaven. Them powerful statements to me. See them? Because we read earlier, his word don't come back void. He's giving you the groundwork, the foundation on how to get salvation. It is here, brothers and sisters. All you got to do is be like Christ and obey him. Be obedient to him. That's all you got to do. Let's go to John 14. John chapter 14, and we're going to read verse 10 and 11. John